Alright, so the stream reveal for the new festival character is here. Everyone, not everyone, a lot of people said I was crazy for thinking that they would live stream a festival character. No, they do live streams all the time for no reason. Guess what? I was right. New Catastrophe festival character. It's this girl. The Gooners are gonna go crazy for this one. And not only they made her, obviously with all the Grand Cross touches of well, you're gonna spend money because this is waifu sort of thing that they've been doing with catastrophes and Ragnarok. They made her a summer festival. I guess on purpose they chose her specifically to be this, just to give her like a swimsuit. Like she can't even pass as a swimsuit. Dude, this video is getting demonetized. This is too crazy. But yeah, she's a festival, by the way. So I could pull up the comments and the tweets because people were like, "No, you're stupid." They called me stuff I can't even say on video because it's gonna get demonetized for even suggesting that it would be a festival. You were all wrong. Nah, but for real though, I knew it was gonna be a festival. Like there was no way they were gonna stream for like just a chapter because it's not even like they're introducing story. Like when they streamed the last time, it was to like introduce the factor that story was going to be a thing for catastrophes, right? But story's already a thing for catastrophes. Why would they stream if not for a festival? And here we are. So she's a festival. As you can see, 900. You are a festival. I was hoping, right? What I hoped was that because it's a catastrophe, they would have... Dude, I hate the way they record. By the way, this took 30 minutes, by the way. I've been watching this whole stream. It took them 30 minutes to like start. 30. It took 40 minutes for them to show the character. 40 minutes of this 1 hour stream. Any case. Dude, just show the whole screen. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see the hosts. Make yourself in the corner like the Korean stream. They're like, we are not the focal point. It's the character with the... for the Gooners. Also, the Camila Holy Relic is dropping. I guess I'll read it off real quick before we go back. Increases unknown attack and pierce by 20 if they have less than 5 volt gauge. And whenever an enemy attacks, they get attack release lowered by 5%. Not a bad relic, but it's a bad character, so... Yeah. So she... Oh, there's a Tristan outfit I guess they decided to show. She has a ton of outfits because that's all they care about in the JP stream. Nah, they don't care about what the character does. They just... Oh, she has outfits. Okay. Please, I just want to show the stats. So as you can see right here, the image could be a little bit better, higher quality, but she has a grace like Roxy, right? So I'm expecting great things from the... We're still at a time of the stream where, unfortunately, because it's JP, they are very slow with showing everything. But we'll just go with what they're showing, right? So the cards. I hate that they show the cards first and not the passive. The passive matters way more. Deals delusional damage equal to 250 to all enemies. Delusion means critical rate increased by 2 times, and then also crit damage plus 50% when using skills for each delusion deepening or illusion applied to all enemies. So I'm guessing it's something to do with her passive. Her second skills deals shadow damage. It's just making up stuff. Equal to 300% to all enemies. Shadow is pierce rate times 3, attack related stats plus 40% when using skills on enemies affected by deepening mental collapse. Dude, that's me. Or Mental collapse effects, damage dealt plus 20% for each enemy incapacitated. Deepening mental collapse. Dude, what is this character doing to these poor enemies, dude? She has an ult passive, doesn't she? Ult gives all enemies a deepening mental breakdown. What's this character? Gives all enemies a deepening mental breakdown effect, and gives yourself a 50. I'm not. This is literally what it says. And gives yourself a 50% attack related stat for 2 turns. Also, except for mental breakdown and mental breakdown deepening effects, remove all debuff effects on you and inflicts fatal damage to all enemies equal to 600. Fatal means crit damage times 2. While you are... So this is the ult passive. While you are participating in battle, your basic stats are increased by 5% up to 50 each time one illusion deepening or illusion is removed from the enemy. Again, we'll see what this means because they show the passive last for some reason. The grace, or however we would call this, unity, I think it's what's showing here. The attack related stats of whom the character is linked to is increased by 13%, and defense related stats by 5. There's no condition here. You know how Roxy is like only humans? Unless something's not being picked up by the translator here, it seems like it's any enemy. Any character. Sorry, any character you link to gets 13% attack related stats and 5% defense related stats. At 6/6, of course. At 1/6 is probably like 0. Okay, I have to wait for them to. Oh, can I click live? Okay. Oh my god, dude! Look how long the passive is. Oh my god. Strap on. Strap on. Can my poor Google Translate do this? At the start of battle, grants a shield of dark shadow to yourself for 1 turn. At the start of the ally's turn, yeah. If 2 or more enemies are participating in battle, okay, grant illusion deepening to the enemy with the lowest percentage of HP, of remaining HP, and gives illusion to other enemies. So, dark shadow shield, which was the first thing, reduces damage received by allies of unknown race by 20%, and additional reduces damage received by yourself by 30%. Okay. Deepening hallucinations. So sometimes the translator says hallucinations, sometimes it's illusions. Same thing, right? Adds mental collapse effect when cancelled. Okay. What is mental collapse? Oh my god, man. I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. It's not just gonna be the enemies, it's gonna be me trying to understand this. Adds mental collapse effect. Mental collapse is attack related stats minus 20. Will be cancelled if damage is taken during the enemy turn. When cancelled, the effect will be applied to the enemy, making it impossible to use single or all attack skills for 1 turn. Okay. I'm gonna have to like piece it all together to like make it more comprehensible. Also, when an enemy has a delusion effect, the illusion deepening and hallucinations applied to the enemy are removed. And when you deal damage with a dark shadow effect, you will be given 1 after effect for each enemy. When the maximum stack is reached, it will be cancelled and give you a shield of dark shadow for 1 turn. She's doing a lot, man. They're always doing a lot. Why am I surprised? All new characters do too much. So essentially... Okay. Okay. This is fine. So, alright. Let's just pick up the... Never mind the explanations of the stuff. Just what she does, right? So, at the start of battle, she gives herself that shield that gives damage reduction to all allies and extra damage reduction for herself for 1 turn. At the start of the ally's turn, if there are 2 or more enemies, you apply deepened hallucination to one of the enemies with the lowest percent HP, and to the other enemies they give regular hallucination. Now the difference is deepening hallucination, once it's removed, because it's for 2 turns, right? So I guess, is there a turn thing? I think I need to go back to her attacks. I think her attacks have to do with the whole like canceling of the skills, dude. I need to reread this whole thing. No, okay, I got it. So, should the enemy with the lowest percent HP, he gets the deeper, and to the others they get normal. And then whenever she attacks an enemy with either the delusion or the deepen delusion, whatever, she removes them, right? And by removing them, what ends up happening is whoever had the deepened mental breakdown gets 20% attack related stat lowered. And when it's cancelled, no, the actual effect is minus 20%. It's just the actual effect is minus 20%, but once it's cancelled, they get stunned. So does she have like a guarantee stun? Dude, okay. Okay. Should that deepened mental breakdown character, she stuns them. And then should the other ones, she seals their single target and AoE cards. Now, like I mentioned, whenever she attacks an enemy with a Dark Shadow effect, which is one of the effects of the cards, right? She's given an after image effect to herself. It's like a buff of 20%, I think it's defense related stats, or sorry, 20% crit defense. And it stacks up to 3 times. Once she stacks up to 3 times, then she's given another shield, the same one we saw earlier. My one question is, how unconditional is this? Because it seems like every turn... I need to see gameplay. Are they showing the gameplay yet? I need to see gameplay of this. I need to. We're gonna see gameplay, but like... She just unconditionally gets a stun on one of the enemies, and then the other ones get attack sealed. What this tells me is that cleanse is going to become a necessity against this character. What? So Dark Shadow is one of her AoEs. So just by if you just okay, you have the shield, you do your regular first AoE here, which does double crit chance, and plus 50% for each illusion to all enemies, so plus 150 for each, with all combined. It's 50 per each, so 150 total. And then the next turn, you can do the other skill, and you're gonna get the shield back, because you're gonna be attacking 3 enemies. And you need to attack 3 to get 3 stacks. This character is insane. Okay, I'll wait for them to show gameplay. I'll be right back. Well, that was quick. It was immediate. So these are the teams they're showing. They're going with 2 different unknown teams for her. I would have liked to see her against Ascanor, if I'm being honest. Not against herself. But Man, what, they're using the accounts of 0 gold, 0 gems. I would have liked to see it against Ascanor, if I'm being honest, but whatever, right? She's red, which feels oddly targeted, because Ascanor is green. Just an interesting effect. It's funny because people were telling me, right, that I was wrong for saying that, you know, is like, I didn't even say anything, I just, you know, I was kind of disappointed that there was no collab, right? And people were like, "Oh, it's good that there's no collab. We need a easy skip. We don't want to always have good stuff releasing because we need easy skips." I don't know if I would call this an easy skip, bro. Unit looks insane. You could skip. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's not easy, right? So. She stunned here, and then she sealed. She didn't seal the single targets and AoEs from the other ones though. It sucks because like their resolution is so bad, man. I can barely see the buffs on top of their heads. This is the gray is the illusion versus deepened illusion. So okay, she's doing that. She didn't stun anyone though. Does the stun only come out in the following turn? Oh, the stun just happened. I'm gonna have to go. It's so crazy. Like there's just way too much stuff going on with these characters. Way too much stuff. And no cards for the girl. For the guy on the left. Unlucky, dude. Yeah, level 3 tier though. It's okay. I can make up the illusion on top of their heads barely because the resolution is terrible. But I can barely make it up. Instead of having the game full screen, they do this terrible, like, super cropped, small screens for some reason. Doesn't do as much damage as I thought it would. Because she's doing, like, a lot of stuff with her cards. But I guess she's not giving herself any damage increase or something like that in her own passive. Yeah. Okay. It seems like she needs to... She procs the illusion with one card and activates with the other? I need to go back and reread. I need better translations is what I need. I need better translations. But there's no one to make these translations. It's just me and Google. The lone wolf. Either way, the character does look pretty insane. I mean, it's like I said, you know? They weren't gonna stream for some dinky regular banner, okay? Okay. I just need to put this point across because so many people called me wrong, right? And this guy, I'll call this guy out because I just felt like it. I know it's hard for Wales, because he's being aggressive. So I'm going to be aggressive as well. I know it's hard for Wales to understand, but some players don't want to must summon collab every month. By the way, we don't get them every month. As much as I would have loved a cool new IP, I can afford to summon with hype for 4 new characters. Okay. Must summon, right? I said, they're making a goddamn stream. Expect it should be game breaking. I mean, it's all I'm saying. It's all I'm saying. The character looks really good. I'm gonna wait for patch notes and like better translations so I can give like a better summary of how the character actually plays and works, because like watching from the gameplay and reading it, it seems like she doesn't do the same thing. So okay, they have the illusion. So Tyr has the deepened illusion. I'm gonna zoom this in. Tyr has the deepened illusion. It's green. It's a little green. I know it's like impossible to make up from like how terrible the resolution of their video is. But he has the deepened illusion. The other ones have the regular illusion, right? So she does like a card combo. The first card does not stun him, which is what the passive says. Like when she attacks, does she have to attack? Does she have to attack with a specific card? She might. It didn't deactivate it. It debuffed them, right? So it removed the gray debuff and gave them a red debuff, right? And again, they are different. Like this, the tier 1 is different. It looks different. And then when she attacks again, Tyr gets stunned. But the one thing is, so let me go back. Alright, this is gonna be a little too zoomed in. No, this is her ultimate. Her passive, right? In her passive, and it might be just be poor translation here, but it says, when cancelled, the effect will be applied to the enemy, making it impossible to use single or all attack skills for one turn. But the thing is, now I'm not gonna find where that was, am I? Very unlikely, but the thing was that like Galfred did not get sealed on his single targets. He was still able to do them. Alright, another case, same thing, right? Or is it the same case? Might be the same. It's the same one. It's the same one. Okay, perfect. So she does that, right? She does the thing. Again, the same turn. And then look at the enemy hand, right? Tyr gets stunned, but Galfer, he didn't get single target sealed. But there is a thing on top of their heads. I don't know which debuff that is. It might just be sealing AoE cards and not single targets. But on the translation, it says both. So I'm gonna need better translations, is what I'm trying to say. But the patch notes video, someone's gonna have better translations than Google Translate by then. And then they seal again with Merlin, right? And it's a different debuff seal. It's a... yeah, right? I think so. I don't know, she looks absolutely busted. We'll see. It sucks a little bit that they aren't even making an effort to like make up a catastrophe team for her. She's just an unknown character. Hear me out. I am #1 or OC hater. #1. No one is a bigger hater than me. But I would rather her be, you know, buffing a team that a lot of people, as in like 50 people, actually like, which is catastrophes, right? That's what I'm saying, right? They could have released her with more characters in her banner. Just one character. A Shin. Or like a... I don't know, someone. That was also a catastrophe, right? Like, not like just a regular side banner character like they used to do. And then make up a catastrophe team with that. But for the 50 people, maybe less, like 35 people that are big fans of a catastrophe, I'm sorry, the catastrophe team is not coming back, at least for now. Maybe in the near future, nah. Maybe in the future, someday, but not now. Oh, this is the banner. Demon King, LR Liz, Red Margaret tier. Interesting.